Hey guys, it's daeleesmile with another dental session, and today we're gonna be talking about some wisdom teeth. No. Wisdom teeth doesn't give you wisdom if that's what you're asking, but what they do give you is pain. Bring out the x-ray. So what we have here is not just a regular x-ray, this is a panoramic x-ray. And what we can see is like our whole mouth, and our whole mouth is divided into 4 quadrants. Starting from here, so you got the first, second, third, and fourth quadrant. And each quadrant has 8 sets of teeth. Let's count from the very front, our front teeth, and let's move it towards the end. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that tooth number 8 is ding ding ding, that's the wisdom tooth. Let's zoom in and take a look at it a little bit closer. So we have the upper and the lower part. So let's look at the upper portion first, okay? So we have the tooth number 8, and as you can see, that tooth number 8 looks like the tooth number 7. It comes out straight. When the wisdom tooth comes out correctly, that looks exactly or similar to the tooth number 7. In this case, if you were to pull this tooth out for a complication or a cavity or whatnot, it's like as if you were to pull out a carrot from your garden, just like grab that carrot and then just like pull it out. I mean, there is techniques where you have to move back and forth and loosen the tooth, but to simplify, we just take this tooth and then we just yank it out. Okay, we yank and pull with our strength. So when you're numbed up with anesthesia, you wouldn't really feel any pain. Only thing you'll probably feel is the pressure that the dentist is putting on to yank and pull that tooth out of your mouth. Now, let's look at the lower part. As you can see, this lower wisdom teeth doesn't look like the one on top. It's actually kind of laying down a little bit, right? Which make this wisdom tooth a bit troublesome. We're supposed to normally just grab it and then pull it out. Since this wisdom teeth is in a different position, unlike the upper wisdom tooth, if you were to grab it and pull it, it will get stuck to the tooth number 7, which is the tooth right next to wisdom tooth. If only we could just... Usually, a wisdom tooth that is positioned like this is covered with gum. It could be covered completely or it could be covered partially. We call that impacted and partially impacted. When it's impacted, it's fully covered, but if it's partially impacted, you can kind of see a speck, like a little bit of the tooth showing outside of the gum. You can probably feel it if you just kind of run your finger or press your finger on the gum right behind the tooth number 7. You will probably feel something very hard. Heck, you can probably even feel the humps or the cusps of the tooth. In order to take this troublesome little fella out, we first need to cut open the gums and then see where the tooth is located. And once we located the tooth and the position to confirm with the x-ray, then we need to split this tooth just like you would slice a bread. Of course, it's not as simple as slicing a bread. So if you have gotten your wisdom teeth removed before, especially the lower, the one that looks or position like the one that you're seeing on this x-ray, you probably heard a lot of the drill sound like wee, wee, wee for quite a long time. Once the tooth is cut, the root is held very tightly to the bone. We gotta use something like a crowbar. We, in our dentistry field, we call that elevator, and then just place the elevator, and then we just dig and then loosen this tooth, and then it just pops out. So removing these wisdom teeth due to pain makes sense, right? But why does your dentist recommend you that you should remove or get rid of this wisdom tooth when it's not causing any pain? So let's go back to the x-ray and let's take a look at the lower wisdom tooth. If you look at these two, just get your attention on tooth number 8, which is our wisdom tooth, and then the tooth number 7, which is right next to it. In between those two, you can see that there is a gap. So in those gaps, you have things like food particles, bacteria will get stuck there and eventually cause cavities. And then you know what cavities will lead to? Pain. Also, these food particles and the bacteria will go hide under the gums where we can't reach with your toothbrush, irrigator, floss, or mouthwash. That they will slowly grow and cause inflammation and cause swelling, and you will start feeling pain, which we don't want you to have, and I'm sure you don't want to have any pain. But this doesn't mean that you must take out these wisdom teeth. No, that's not what I'm saying. Dentists have the knowledge and the experience from many cases where dentists will see that, oh, I've seen a lot of patients that have such wisdom tooth usually lead to more caries or pain, so that's why I think you should get your wisdom teeth removed, for you to avoid getting all these complications in the future. So in an ideal situation, when our wisdom teeth comes out correctly and it's not causing you any pain, then you don't have to get rid of it. Only reason that you probably end up getting rid of or pulling out those wisdom teeth is because you ended up getting a cavity, a very bad case of cavity. So to sum it down, you may not have the control of the position of how your wisdom teeth will grow, but what you do have in control is to prevent these plaques from destroying your teeth. So remember to keep your oral hygiene routine consistent and stay smiling. Oh wait, I forgot, make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time. See ya!